Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this doesn't work. Let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods up here. You know what? I'm pissed off. I'm worked up. I am excited as hell. You know what? I think it's time to bring back the dumbass comment of the day. I did a video because it wasn't meant to be throwing shade at the Eagles or Carson Wentz or anything like that. It was basically trying to cover the enemy. And I said because Carson Wentz, it's been 6 months that he's been dealing with the stress fracture in his back. When the normal recovery time is 6 to 12 weeks, I said, is it time to panic about Carson Wentz? Even Tony Romo recovered in 11 weeks from a fractured back. 2 fractured transverse vertebrae, 11 weeks. And so Eagles Nation, they're coming out and they're just like, oh yeah, Dink and Dunk Dak. Now I want you to do me a favor. If you think or have said Dink and Dunk Dak, please stand up. Stand up. Come on, come on. Man, sit your ass down. That is about the dumbest thing out there. That shows how ignorant you are. And that goes for our Cowboy fans that are out there as well. Dink and Dunk? You know what? Because this is the one that really got me. Is it time to panic about Dak Prescott, who can't throw the ball more than 5 yards down the field? You know what's amazing about that, Mr. Eagle fan? It's kind of funny that thus far, I tell you what, I will give you that Dak had a sophomore slump when we had injuries that second year from the Atlanta game on where he hurt his hand. The numbers weren't good. And in going through the Tennessee Titan game before we got Amari Cooper, I'll admit it, he looked far from an NFL quarterback. Some games not even 200 freaking yards. But you know what's amazing about that, Mr. Eagle fan? Even with that, with my dink and dunk, as you guys say, Dak Prescott in his career has averaged 7.4 yards per completion. Don't sound like much, right? You know, the glass man, Carson Wentz, only averages 7. Take a look right here. Yards per attempt, 7.4. 7. Carson Wentz. And I tell you what, if Dak is a dink and dunker, let's take a look at who else is a dink and dunker in the NFL. Because what we're looking at right here is yards per completion. Okay? Arron Rodgers, 7.4, the exact same thing as Dak Prescott? Are you kidding me? Arron Rodgers, I know you got burnt up last night on Game of Thrones. Maybe we won't see you this year. You're a dink and dunker? Who else is on that list? Let's see. Derek Carr is worse? What? Andrew Luck? Holy, oh, whoa. Andrew Luck is a dink and dunker? Cam is a dink and dunker? Ryan Tannehill. Kirk Cousins is a dink and dunker. Andy Dalton, Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford, Blake Bortles, Case Keenum, Alex freaking Smith, Joe Flacco, Josh Allen, Josh Rosen. You know, some people said we needed Josh Rosen. That Josh Rosen would be an improvement. He's almost 2 yards under Dak Prescott. 2. Now, I'm sick and tired of all this Dak bashing that's going on out here. Because you're idiots if you don't see what's in front of you. Does Dak have some work to do? Of course he does. He's only been in the league 3 years. 3 years, mind you, that he stayed upright and been in the playoffs twice. Now, let me go back to this, courtesy of Marcus Mosher, this comparison of Dak quarterback versus Carson Wentz. This is what these guys have done when they've been on the field. Completions, Carson Wentz has more, has 3 more completions per game than Dak Prescott, but he also has 6 more attempts. So completion percentage is the only way you can really compare apples to oranges. Dak Prescott's completion percentage, 66.1 to 67.7. Now, I'm new at math, but I believe 66 is more than 63, right? Passing yards a game, Carson Wentz has it. But again, they're passing the ball more times, so that's more completions to 226. Yards per attempt, I already talked about that. Dak, the Dink and Dunker, we'll just call him Dink. How about that? Yard average, 7.5, 7.1. Yards per attempt, 6.56, 6.31. TDs per game. Now, Carson does have it on passing TDs per game. He also has it on interceptions per game. But Dak Prescott's got a higher passer rating and more yards rushing, as well as more rushing TDs. So that's comparing him to Carson Wentz. And mind you, Dak Prescott is working out now with the team and the players. Those new guys, yeah, they're all healthy. He hasn't missed any time. Carson Wentz, well, okay, all right. Well, Miss Jackie, she sent me a great article last night. Because we have all these people that are saying, don't pay Dak Prescott. He's a bum. He's nothing like Tony Romo. It's funny because really, Dak and Tony are about the same point in their career. So 3 years, we're going to take the 3 years of Dak Prescott and the 3 years of Tony Romo and compare them before they got the contract, the year of the contract. So when Tony Romo got his extension, he played in 38 games. Dak's played 48. NFC East titles that Tony Romo had at that point, 0. Dak has 2. Playoff appearances Tony Romo had, 0. Dak, 2. Playoff wins for Tony Romo, 0. Dak had 1. Passing attempts and receptions, Tony Romo was a 66.4% completions. Dak, 66.1. We'll say that's even. Yardage-wise, might as well say that's even. 10,876 to 10,692. Interceptions. Tony Romo blows Dak away with 36 in 38 games. Tony Romo averaged almost an interception a game. Dak, 25 in almost 48 games. Literally half an interception a game. Time sack, now Dak is leading that, of course, 113, but also too, he's got 12 more games. Rushing attempts, Dak's got more. Rushing yards, Dak's got a hell of a lot more. Total touchdowns at this point, this is what's amazing. 3 years of Tony Romo playing before his thing, 72 touchdowns. Dak is 85. So what I'm trying to say is, when you look at the position that Dak Prescott is in right now, you saw how Tony Romo got better and evolved. Not saying that he was the best quarterback ever, but he was pretty damn good. And since he holds a lot of the Dallas Cowboys records, you might say he was a pretty good quarterback. So when you look at this and you think, that at this point, Dak is either even or above him in every category of an NFL quarterback. Even after having that, you might as well say, one season slump without talent and where he regressed, as well as the coaching aspect. Even with that, his numbers are pretty good. So to me, it is time to dump, retire, get rid of, or just stop looking like a dumbass saying the guy is a dink and dunker and cannot complete the ball more than 5 yards down the field. Nothing is further from the truth. It'll make me lose my religion. I'm Mark Holmes, and I hope to see you here tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, where we'll be bringing. That was not anybody knocking at the door. That was me. We'll be bringing you the numbers and the facts. I'll see you soon.